slight gameplay advantage and a slight kind of momentum advantage. So I don't really know who I'm going to put ahead in this series. I think Alliance stands such a good chance to take this first game, honestly. Yep.
"30 seconds to battle."
Yeah, even though he doesn't really have that kind of direct amplification other than the Heavenly Grace, which again, you know, PA, not the absolute best hero for it, but still pretty good. Allows us to jump around and be super annoying in these fights. But yeah, I mean, it just does feel like this PA's got the game set out in front of her. Let's see what Na'Vi can do. They gotta dig deep here, find some answers to this Alliance draft. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Handsken's gonna toss back the Sven and secure the bounty rune. And the stun's actually coming down onto Handsken now. He could be in some trouble. Let's see what they decide to do here. No, they were just gonna back away from each other, call it a day, and get back to their lanes.
The omniscience. No sorceries avail.
Should be a-okay. So, bottom lane should be pretty good for S4. See how it goes down, but Handsken's gonna have to do his best to make some early pulls to get S4 those early levels. That's what we're gonna say is important in this bottom lane. I mean, we'll admit it's gonna be Limmp versus Iceberg. I mean, as we've seen recently, the mid lanes barely tend to be super favored these days. Occasionally, someone will overextend and get themselves killed or something like that, like we saw with Supreme's Morphling yesterday. He had some rough times, but overall, it does tend to be quite even these days. Although Limmp getting a decent amount of harassment onto Iceberg, but Iceberg just returning with the Dragon Slave, and with those points in Fiery Souls, able to trade up pretty easily. Yeah, not expecting too much.
The next label playing.
That's good.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, absolutely. Any big rotations could mean a world of difference in this. Meanwhile, Handsken has taken the lane so far back. He's farming under his tier 3 at this point. Tiny just completely in a world of his own, whilst S4 grabs all its XP for himself. Although not doing great on the old CS right now, but he does have this double wave here, which they're trying to pull across on Na'Vi. So interesting stuff happening down in this bottom lane currently. I don't really think they can do much to stop S4 from really just taking this creep waves under his tower. And he even gets both the card creep camp as well. Very nice.
I said no!
Yeah, he's going to be a big boy, that's for sure. They've got to come up with an answer for him, and I don't think they have it right now. But meanwhile at mid, Handsken's looking for a rotation onto Iceberg. At least he was looking for a rotation into Iceberg. He's kind of hanging around. They've probably seen him in this ward, right? Yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
No. Yep. He even tips him and says, like, look, I know you're here. Okay, stop messing around. Leave me alone. Go to bottom. I'm really bored. I just want to hit some creeps.
I'll always remember how foolish you looked.
Yeah. I'll give you some shards, please. Just leave me alone. I'll give you more shards. I swear to God. I'll tip you with all I've got. gets stunned, and now the Tiny comes in from behind with the Avatar's combination onto Io. Io staying alive for the time being, has that stick to keep himself nice and healthy. The Rune not even spawning here as Iceberg looking to finish off Limmp. Limmp, he doesn't actually have any heals here, so one more right click from Iceberg should do the job, and that's going to be a first blood. Iceberg gets some sweet, sweet revenge here in this middle lane as he takes down Limmp for first blood.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It is a lot. It's a lot to deal with, that's for sure. Wow.
I must have the
Yeah, no, you don't want to mess around with it. Meanwhile, FNG kind of getting cut off here. He has got that Heavenly Grace in the heal to throw down onto himself, but now he's out of mana. Has a lot of heals coming through as well, so FNG is going to be pretty tricky for them to finish off here. They've got themselves a spear. If FNG goes near some trees, he could be in some trouble. General, though, just waiting. The Hunter waits for his moment to strike, and instead just use the God's Rebuke. Okay, well, has himself a stick time to want to finish off with the spear. Doesn't even need to, though. With the overpower, they will be able to bring him down. Overcharge.
denial. That's good.
Oh, Limmp, that was so unlucky. He tried to cookie a creep, but the creep turned around and started attacking another creep at the wrong moment, then went off the wrong direction. Ultimate gets completely wasted, and this is what we expect from Snapfires. You know, it's becoming the point where when they get that level 6, we kind of expect them to get a kill. Like, it's almost like you have to, because you can't not CS in the middle lane as the enemy mid laner, so you're putting yourself in cookie range, and that doesn't happen for Limmp. That's very costly.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Indubitably. Meanwhile, AlWAYSWANNAFLY going to take up residence in the bottom lane, just try and push it out with a couple of fire spirits and save his tower as best he can. But Handsken and S4, they found him, and they're hungry for him, although they're holding off on the combination from Handsken here. Not too sure why. That's going to give AlWAYSWANNAFLY the chance to Icarus dive away. I imagine the Tiny was looking to try and interrupt that Icarus dive where possible. Meanwhile, over at top lane, Nikobaby trying to bring down General here. He pops the arena to try and get himself away. It's not going to work though. Nikobaby cuts him down, gets that kill. And meanwhile, AlWAYSWANNAFLY goes down in the bottom lane. S4 does find that kill, and amid there's pressure being put by Na'Vi on this tower, as they will be able to get at least something, but 2 big kills for Alliance in the side lane to results in a pretty big win for Na'Vi in the mid lane. A lot happening right now as Limmp gets damn close to try and get that deny.
Is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need. And hopefully they can put some pressure onto Nikobaby, who hasn't been having the best of lanes, definitely not the worst of lanes, but you just compare him to this Sven, who's just been like farming neutrals like an absolute madman. So have a look at their net worth. That has put him in pretty good position. Down some daggers, doing some damage, chilling out. All in all, a pretty even laning phase, but I've got to say Na'Vi with a bit of an advantage in the end. It's all about how much space they can make for Nikobaby, how quickly can he pull out that Battle Fury and start to really contest the Sven's farming speed. Yeah, with a double damage rune in the bottle as well. Meanwhile, Nico just trying to force AlWAYSWANNAFLY out of the lane. In fact, he's going for this kill right now, just jumping on top of AlWAYSWANNAFLY, forcing him to Icarus dive away, and does that successfully, claiming the lane for himself. I like that dominant play from Nikobaby on this PA.
Double damage.
Ooh, yeah, in comes the LSA, the damage going through as well with that Dragon Slave, the right clicks to follow, and they'll be able to bring it down the Tiny with relative ease in the middle lane. Iceberg and RodjER getting to work. That Lina hits hella fast, but in the top lane we have ourselves an Arena coming down. They're trying to take down S4. He has got 24 stacks off reactive armor. Not the easiest kill in the world, but Laguna Blade will make it a little bit easier, but he timber chains himself away. Still regenerating a lot of health here, and I think this might be game over for Na'Vi. They can't keep on chasing S4. FNG TP's in as well to give himself the heals, to give S4 the heals, along with the Heavenly Grace if needed. So S4 is going to be completely peachy.
No, Mortimer, it's not playtime.
Not to burn.
And not that sort, anyhow.
Huge.
Bounty killing.
Yep.
No, take that.
Ooh, is it though? He moves into a stack. The toss comes in with the Mortimer's Kisses as well, but from the back, Iceberg going to cancel out the Mortimer's Kisses with the Yules, and they're actually going to be able to turn around. They will kill off Beachin in the end, and Nikobaby gets a kill. Now they try to TP themselves away. AlWAYSWANNAFLY swoops on over and says, oh, these guys are out of here. Nothing I can do about that. They will get the kill onto Limmp at least, but I think I imagine they're happy to trade Limmp for a kill onto the Sven, especially when it's that deep into the enemy side of the map.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
No wards on map, GG supports. That's what he's typing in the chat right now. I know my Dota players.
Radiant's top tower.
Iceberg heals out onto FNG, taking him down with the Laguna Blade coming through, and General will give him a nice spear in the head to finish the job. Bye-bye FNG. I mean, just a small loss for the side of Alliance, but a loss nonetheless, and it's going to turn into some pressure onto this tier 1 tower. In fact, Beachin just running himself forward, saying, hey, you know what? I don't want to give this PA the chance to sit in the jungle. I want to come in and start taking some towers, taking some stacks, and putting some pressure onto the side of Alliance.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Out. Iceberg getting very close to the Timbersaw here. They have an egg as well, which they're now going to throw down along with the Arena. A nice little combination. They bring down FNG instantly. And now they move across towards the Tiny as well. He's going to lose life just as quickly. One of his Kisses coming in from Alliance. They're trying to turn this one around. And Nikobaby comes on the front lines. He's surviving for now. Getting pretty low. Sunray coming through as well. Nikobaby needs to get himself back. Meanwhile, Iceberg does get dropped in the end though. S4 just sitting on the front lines doing whatever he wants. A nice little Icarus dive from AlWAYSWANNAFLY keeps him out of danger. But they've seen Beachin. They want this guy. But do they have him? They don't have the stuns. The lack of stuns on the side of Alliance mean the Sven get away, and they actually only get themselves one kill from this. It is a successful tier 1 defense, but still only getting one kill for that one is not what they had hoped. Yeah, and S4 just really doing whatever he wanted in that fight. You know, he was just rocking up through the entire enemy team, timber chaining around, whirling deathing up. You know, with 4 strength heroes on the enemy team, this Timbersaw is going to feel like a god inside these team fights. Yeah. Yeah, you can do. Meanwhile, FNG, Iceberg trying to look for the kill, but with Limmp in the neighborhood, it doesn't feel that tempting. And now a dagger comes out from Nikobaby. Niko's only on about 50% HP though, so really not tempting for him to go in for anything more than a dagger. but his team is behind him, and Limp's now going to find himself an Invis rune, which is going to be a nice bottle refill for himself as well. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. You know, I like that Na'Vi tried to play with their timings and tried to just kind of barrel down on Alliance. I like that also, like, when it didn't work, they're not stubborn. They're not trying to, like, continuously run at Alliance because they believe that they're stronger at that point. They're saying, well, actually, there's an easier way for us to take this. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's going to get brought down very, very quickly by Alliance. Nice little strike squad coming through for the bounty rune. It's catching out General, being a greedy, greedy boy. Yeah, gonna be tough.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
B-Tune, RodjER tapping away at this top tower. They've got themselves a catapult. They've got themselves an angry, angry Sven. And this tower shall fall.
Tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is
Feeling
under
pretty
attack.
good now, starting to open up the map just a little bit further, but PA, she has hit the Battle Fury timing. This is a scary part, so Nikobaby going to be farming up. She's going to be looking for a Deso. After she gets her Deso, is that fight o'clock for her?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ooh, always want to fly forced to pop out the supernova in the middle lane unless he dies there. That is not a trade he was happy to make, but nice force out from Alliance. An immediate smoke from them as well, just looking to take advantage of this cooldown now being on, and they want to make some plays on this map. Yeah, bye Io. See ya, buddy. They do. B-Tune on the run.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh yeah. Fears nothing. Jump in and toss back from Handsken onto General. General in some trouble, and more of those kisses will finish him off from overhead. The artillery has arrived, and that's going to force back Na'Vi. S4 though, he's not done. He's in their faces right now, saying, hey, you want me? Come get me. I know that you don't have the meat. Meanwhile, Limp's going to finish off this middle tower with this double damage rune. Should be able to do so easily. And now Alliance moves down to bottom. They're looking for Iceberg. It just doesn't stop. This movement's from the Iceberg just sweeping through the enemy side of the map from Alliance. And now they're getting on top of this Lina. Lina trying to move around, but the toss gets caught. RodjER comes in with the heals, trying to keep her alive. This seems like a desperate effort. TP away, cancelled out by the avalanche. Iceberg will fall. RodjER moves to the trees, goes for the TP, successful in doing so. But Alliance still find themselves another big, big kill here. This is a series of pretty cataclysmic events from Na'Vi, as they seem to have just let this game slip between their fingers. Yeah, and another point I wanted to come back to here is that, like, this Tiny's had such a good game because of this Timbersaw pick. S4 is allowed to just play alone. Yeah, he's not having, like, he's not top of net worth. He could be. If Alliance wanted to play it in a certain way, they could have let S4 just get all the farm in the bottom lane. Handsken could have played, like, a really supportive 4. But you know this team, you know, S4 is a team player, and he says, hey, I think the highest chance for us to get victory here is for me to utilize my hero's strength to give Handsken the space as well. We'll both be strong. Our team all together is going to be so much stronger because of that. And now my tiny Blink's going to run around the map with me and we'll kill people together, and our team's going to be very happy. That is the Alliance way, folks, and it's working.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
If they thought the catch was bad before with a tiny blink, it's about to get a whole lot worse as they pick up the Aghanims on the Snapfire. Ding dong, Snapfire Airlines is open for business. Please keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. That is not what they say on flights. Suddenly realize.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yep. I love how they played this as well, Alliance, is that they haven't just said, oh, well, we'll get the Deso, then we'll go fight because our PA can farm so quickly. But actually, they don't want to waste any time. They get the Blink Dagger on the Tiny, and they know that that's their strength. They know that's a point where they can actually start looking for kills. And when they find one, they want to get the other one whilst there's still some cooldowns going. You know, this all came from the egg, and now the toss is beautifully done onto RodjER. RodjER being brought down. Now they see VTune, slightly harder fish to fry, but they're going to try and do it. One of those kisses coming through, utilizing the clumsy net at the same time, but the BKB popped from VTune, turning it around and forcing Alliance back. But they still want to take control of this high ground area. The avalanche misses from Handsken, but still they will bully back Na'Vi again here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, it is indeed. Oh, okay.
Radiant are scanning.
This should be life easier.
Money to burn.
What have we here? Invisibility.
Yeah, this pacing as well. Again, you know, they're already inside. They don't even have the Deso yet. They're already inside the pit, though, trying to make it happen, trying to make it go as quickly as possible. Deso now arriving on the courier, and they know they've got the sustain to be able to start doing this early, but Na'Vi are on the way. They do have these ultimates ready to go. This is going to be a tough fight to take, but Handsken's going to start things off. Arena does come down, though. They managed to get S4. They'll throw in. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage coming down. General, he might actually drop here as a tiny projectile flies on through. Down comes the Supernova, but they've TP'd the Sven away. They want to get him to safety, and that's going to leave AlWAYSWANNAFLY for dead. The Sven might be coming back in. It's Iceberg here, but that just feels like maybe it's not going to happen. I don't know. A buyback from General. They're going to bring back the Mars. Meanwhile, Sven comes into the front line. TP across to help out the Lina. Handsken pretty low here, but they jump the Lina. This Phantom Assassin is completely unchecked. Is General going to go down to Lil Shredder? No, he's not. Just survived. Nikobaby jumps across over towards RodjER, but VTune's defending him with his life. He's got that tanky walk right up, so he's pretty invincible right now, but RodjER is getting targeted by Nikobaby as he gets himself the triple line. The support kills have come in thick and fast for Nikobaby. That leaves VTune completely alone. There are no more resources coming his way, and he will die as well. Alliance take the fight with relative ease. They did manage to finish off the Timbersaw inside that engagement, but that still wasn't enough now as Nikobaby is just so damn farmed.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Good.
AlWAYSWANNAFLY.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Come on. Icarus dive Aegis steal, let's go. That's on cool
Sun
now.
has fallen to the Dire.
Nothing to go for anyway. Oh boy. Oh, that was interesting. A toss sends a fly in, but they're going down AlWAYSWANNAFLY regardless. They are not done. They're looking for Iceberg. They want the Lina. The fiery lady will die to the swords off S4. Well, the blades, as they cut down Iceberg, hero after hero. Na'Vi have completely let this game slip out of their hands. Like, this has really been some sloppy game from them. But, I mean, the pressure from Alliance has caused this. They have just been all up in Na'Vi's face from the get-go, and they are not letting this go either. General at bottom lane. How dare you? How dare you push our tower, General? Get over here, kid. And they get on top of him. Bulwark's only going to help him so much. Throw him around the back. Stab him in the back. That's going to be another hero going down. Oh, why is there an IO here? Oh,
Radiant
no.
structures are fortified.
Yeah,
Radiant's
just
top
patiently
tower
waiting
is
for his
under
next
attack.
kill. Yeah, that's the face of a killer right there. Hey, RodjER. How's it going? Bye-bye now. Jesus.
be first.
Some nightmares. They jump the Phoenix over here. Always want to fly. Won't get away. How you know? There's always that caster's rule, isn't there? When you're casting Always Want to Fly, you get one per series, and I think it's time in game 1 to use it. Always want to die, am I right, guys? There we go. I think I might have to make it once per tournament, to be honest. It's a very bad joke. It doesn't have legs. I mean, it was lame from the start, let's be honest. It's some low-hanging fruit. Handsken jumping in, tossing back Melina. She's going to throw it into the arms of Nikobaby, who embraces her with her swords. Another hero dead, and they'll take down the tower. I'm starting to feel it. There's not much left in the tank for Na'Vi. This team, that's it. That's some insights right there, folks. Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
That's it.
Alliance. Victory.